Where does our sense of right and wrong come from? In ancient India, sages wrote down their ideas about living well in texts like the Gautama Dharmasutra. This book isn't just a list of laws. It's a guide to Dharma, the right way to live. Dharma is about duty, harmony, and knowing your place in the world. The Gautama Dharmasutra helped organize society with clear rules. By writing these rules down, society moved from simple customs to a system that could govern larger groups. Its ideas became the roots of Indian law and tradition. Many modern ideas of justice in India trace back to texts like this. The Gautama Dharmasutra is a bridge between the past and the present. To understand the Gautama Dharmasutra, let's travel back to 600–400 BCE, a time of great change in India. Cities were growing, kingdoms rising, and thinkers like Buddha and Mahavira were reshaping ideas about life. The Gautama Dharmasutra emerged to guide law, ethics, and daily life. It's part of a tradition linked to the Vedas, Hinduism's sacred texts. The book likely originated in northern India, in regions like Uttar Pradesh or Bihar. It describes a settled agricultural society with kings, priests, merchants, and laborers. The Gautama Dharmasutra was more than a book. It was a guide for living and a link to the sacred order. It's a rare mirror reflecting the hopes and struggles of a distant past. Its lessons still resonate today. Who was Gautama? The text is named after a legendary sage, a rishi known for wisdom and authority. In ancient India, attaching a sage's name to a text gave it credibility. Gautama was a common name among priestly families, especially those linked to the Samaveda. He's not the same as Gautama Buddha, though both were great teachers of their time. The Dharma Sutra's Gautama was rooted in Vedic tradition, focused on social order and righteous living. The book likely represents the teachings of a whole school or lineage, not just one person. Knowledge was passed down and expanded by generations of teachers and students. The name Gautama stands for this living tradition of wisdom. Sages in Hindu stories were powerful guides, shaping kings and society. By linking the text to Gautama, its rules gained immense respect and authority. These weren't just ordinary ideas. They were seen as sacred guidance for living well. The Gautama Dharmasutra is carefully organized, not just a jumble of rules. It's divided into 28 chapters, each with short, memorable sutras, threads weaving the fabric of Dharma. The text starts by explaining where right conduct comes from, the Vedas, wise traditions, and good customs. It values both ancient scripture and community wisdom. Early chapters focus on students, their duties, discipline, and respect for teachers. Then it moves to householders, detailing marriage, family roles, and honest work. Daily life rules cover everything from hospitality to purification rituals. Later chapters address public matters, the king's duties, justice, and taxes. The text explains how to conduct trials, punish crimes, and divide property. It even covers penances for breaking rules. By addressing every stage of life and aspect of society, the Dharma Sutra offers a holistic vision for living rightly. Its structure made it easy to teach and remember in an oral culture. The book's organization reflects its goal to guide individuals and rulers toward a just, harmonious society. The Gautama Dharmasutra is a blueprint for a well-ordered world. How was justice delivered in ancient India? The Gautama Dharmasutra offers a fascinating glimpse. The king was the chief guardian of justice, aided by wise priests. Law and religion were deeply connected. Justice upheld the sacred order. Disputes were brought before the king or judges, who listened to both sides. Witnesses played a crucial role. Honest testimony was seen as a sacred duty. Judges questioned witnesses carefully, seeking the truth. If there were no witnesses, evidence and reasoning were used. In tough cases, ordeals, like holding hot iron, were believed to reveal divine judgment. Punishments fit the crime, but also depended on social status, reflecting the era's hierarchy. The system aimed for fairness, but its rules mirrored the social divisions of the time. Justice was about more than rules. It was about maintaining cosmic balance. The Dharma Sutra's approach to law combined practicality with deep moral purpose. Its legacy shaped Indian ideas of justice for centuries. The Gautama Dharmasutra isn't just about personal conduct. It's a manual for good government. The king's sacred duty was to protect his people from threats and ensure justice. In return, people supported the king through taxes. Taxes were fair and flexible. Farmers paid a share of their harvest. Merchants paid on profits. Artisans contributed labor. The system recognized ability to pay and warned against overtaxation. The text also introduced clear ideas about private property and inheritance. Land and wealth could be owned and passed down, with rules for dividing property among sons. The law protected property rights and settled disputes. The king's role was to balance strength with justice, collecting taxes but ensuring prosperity. He was expected to use resources for the public good, not personal gain. The ideal king, like Rama from the Ramayana, put his people first. This vision of righteous kingship influenced Indian political thought for centuries. The Dharma Sutra's rules helped shape a society where law, property, and duty were intertwined. Its ideas about governance and justice still echo in modern India. The text remains a model for ethical leadership. The Gautama Dharmasutra was one of several ancient Indian law books. Others, like the Apastamba, Baudayana, and Vasishtha Dharma Sutras, offered their own views. Each was linked to a different sage and Vedic school, reflecting regional customs. While all aimed to explain Dharma, they sometimes disagreed on details, like marriage or inheritance. For example, Gautama listed 8 types of marriage, while others ranked them differently. Inheritance rules also varied, showing evolving legal thinking. These differences revealed that Dharma was a living tradition, open to debate and adaptation. Sages interpreted rules based on their community's needs. This diversity is like modern law, where judges interpret statutes differently. The Dharma Sutras weren't rigid codes. They were part of an ongoing conversation about justice. By comparing them, we see how Indian society valued discussion and flexibility. The tradition of debate shaped the evolution of law and ethics in India. Stories bring the spirit of the Gautama Dharmasutra to life. Imagine a king judging a theft case. A rich merchant accuses a poor farmer, and a witness claims to have seen the crime. The king, recalling the Dharma Sutra's advice, questions the witness carefully. He asks about the scene of the crime, a banyan tree at the village edge. Later, the farmer's son reveals there are actually 2 banyan trees, exposing the witness's lie. The king realizes the testimony was false and declares the farmer innocent. The dishonest merchant and witness are punished, as the Dharma Sutra prescribes. This story shows that justice requires wisdom, not just rules. The ideal ruler uses intelligence and fairness to uncover truth and protect the innocent. The Dharma Sutra's principles come alive in stories like this, reminding us that Dharma is about truth and justice. The world of the Gautama Dharmasutra may seem distant, but its ideas still shape Indian society. Concepts of duty, law, and social responsibility are woven into India's cultural DNA. The legal system, though modernized, still echoes the Dharma Sutra's focus on evidence and justice. The text's influence is seen in family life, respect for elders, and the value placed on education. Its rules on marriage and inheritance form the basis for later Hindu law. The Dharma Sutra reminds us that societies have always struggled with fairness and order. Studying it isn't just about history, it's about understanding the journey of civilization. The questions it asks, how to live together, how to be just, are timeless. Our present is built on the wisdom of the past. The Gautama Dharmasutra still offers guidance for living a meaningful, just life.